Well done, America. You've done what's best for you. Or any other country has done this. It's a pretty smart strategy. The strategy of using proxies and deciding who to support when, depending on what your interests are. When your interests are to support Iraq or to support the Mujahideen, these guys are freedom fighters. Remember the American politician that was there on TV? Like, these guys are freedom fighters. I love they fight with their passion, whatever he said. And later, these guys are decades later. These guys are fanatic radicals. They're going to destroy the U.S. You know, they don't treat their women well, etc. It just depends. The same people, different rhetoric, depending on our interests. Yeah. Fine. What bothers me is that people don't see this. What bothers me is people don't see what really caused 9/11. You know, the Saudi bases, as obviously support for Israel and others, but also the bases in Saudi that caused 9/11. That policy, the foreign policy that led to that animosity in those countries, that led to the attack that killed so many Americans, or the strategy when it comes to Iraq, or more importantly now with Iran, Larry. Mossadegh was ousted by the US, and this is the reason the Shah was ousted by the Iranians for the revolution, because of that animosity, even though Iran was doing well economically. It was very secular back then, and here we are. And it's annoying because every time I think the strategy is shifting, you know, people talk about a fall of an empire, and I don't want the American empire to fall. You don't want it either. You're an American. I don't want it because I love democracies. I'm an Australian. So we both don't want the American empire to fall. But I was just using, I mentioned to McGregor a question I asked Orban last week, and I asked him, like, why this constant cycle? Why we're always in these forever wars? Even the president that's fought against them. What is it? Are these lobbies just too strong? Are these systems too strong? Are they going to continue happening? Are we going to do it again in 4 years' time against another country? Yeah, or is that cycle going to stop? Are we going to move to a non-interventionist strategy that benefits, when I say we as in the US, that benefits American people?